Hello and welcome back, all my Dragon Ball Theorist. The title of the last chapter might have been Merus' true identity, but the highlight of it was the fact that Vegeta went from this, in terms of power, shooting energy blasts with his finger, to this, where just an ordinary energy blast from his finger causes complete destruction. Even Vegeta had no idea at the sheer amount of power he has gained from his spirit control training. Vegeta only intended to use a tiny energy blast suitable enough to knock the transmitter out of Yuzuns' hands, preventing him from contacting Moro. Instead, when only attempting to release this small amount of energy, something beautiful happened. We witnessed that when unleashing the least possible amount of power, Vegeta has the capability of wiping out an entire city. For an energy blast to become hundreds, if not thousands of times more powerful, means that Vegeta has now ascended to an entire new level. Even Vegeta himself was shocked and couldn't believe what has just transpired. Looking for answers as the Elder Pybara shows up, Vegeta states, "Care to explain?" Sorry, that's my best Vegeta voice. Pybara informs Vegeta that you just witnessed your own nascent power. You see, Vegeta, before your training here, your body and spirit were so off balance that you couldn't project your own power very well. Still in disbelief, Vegeta questions, "I've already grown stronger since I arrived?" You sure have, by leaps and bounds. However, this massive power boost shouldn't come as a complete shock for us, as I did a video explaining why this spirit control training was indeed the missing link for Vegeta to achieve powers even beyond his imagination. That first moment when Vegeta realized Whis' true power, his unapproachable aura of nothingness, he had to find out exactly who Whis was and why he was so powerful. What happened next was Whis' first word of advice to Vegeta. "I see you've substantially increased your power through training, but no matter how long you try, you'll never beat Beerus-sama that way. Learn to control your energy. If you can do that, you'll be able to surpass that Saiyan, Son Goku. Say no more, Vegeta is all in. Can you teach me to control my energy?" Then even pleading to Whis to be his student. Of course, some food ended up being the deciding factor to train Vegeta, but Whis' statement even back then holds true now. All Vegeta needed was to really learn to control his energy, and Pybara taught him just that with his spirit control training on Yardrat. Well, I shouldn't say all Vegeta needed. Goku and Vegeta's training with Whis seemed to focus more on physical power through the use of weights and extremely heavy suits. Whis was focused on increasing their base power, as we know from that classic conversation a long time ago with the Oracle Fish that has been referenced many times, that their power compared to a god's pales in comparison. So if they don't increase their power without transforming, they will never see the world beyond. So I do think spirit control training was coming up as a part of their routine if they continued on with Whis, as he did start to have them focus on preventing their energy from leaking out. Except a lot happened which caused Goku and Vegeta to go down different paths. Goku ended up eventually with Ultra Instinct, and Vegeta continued on with the relentless physical training in the Time Chamber, taking Super Saiyan Blue to the next level at the Tournament of Power. Vegeta will get stronger in his own way. The heck with Ultra Instinct. With that said, I believe the reason Goku was able to unlock Ultra Instinct easier is he already did spirit control training a long time ago. Goku achieved the basics as Pybara just informed Vegeta on Yardrat. That instant transmission is a fundamental move. Having this training early on for Goku would be his advantage in always being one step up on Vegeta, since he would be able to project the power he attains far better. This is why Goku can get stronger with less training. Without even realizing it, the trip to Yardrat and learning spirit control was the foundation to his success. In a way, Vegeta has always been stronger, it's just he never had this spirit training that granted him access to being able to utilize his power. Vegeta always tried to win every situation with sheer strength and will. He is a Saiyan warrior elite, and his pride, while giving him incredible strength and a new transformation, actually made him incredibly off-balanced. So this grueling mental spirit control was the missing link to catapult Vegeta's power to an unmatched level. So how strong is Vegeta? Well, in my Dragon Ball Super Manga chapter review yesterday, I did mention how this type of training might be the reason why we always see Jiren meditating. When we think about it, how different was Vegeta and Jiren's early years growing up? Power is absolute, friends don't matter, and non-stop training to be the best fighter. Except Jiren learned some hard lessons, and after gaining unmatched physical power, he had to learn to balance it. No point in having nigh unlimited power if you can't effectively wield it. Leading up to the tournament, meditation was all Jiren did to prepare for the battle where the fate of the universe rests on his shoulders. Since now this is the best way for Jiren to get stronger. Yes, Vegeta is definitely getting on Jiren's level now, since his entire life All he did was use sheer physical might to overcome any situation. This spirit control has granted Vegeta an unimaginable power-up, which was perfectly portrayed yesterday in some of the panels. When have you ever seen Vegeta actually not be able to fully control his power because it is so vast? This isn't crazy talk because very far away, even Moro took notice of the developing situation on Yardrat. I see he has truly grown more powerful, that one called Vegeta. Keep in mind, Moro has beaten Goku and Vegeta 2 times now, yet the new power that Vegeta has attained made Moro state, in that case, I shall stock up and reach the outer limits of my power before traveling to Earth. Even Moro, who hasn't shown any sign of concern, isn't foolish enough to take Vegeta's new power lightly. This is definitely the real deal in terms of power increases, and to think this is only his base form without even trying. Toyotaro went into great detail in these panels to explain this power increase, as we see Yuzuns, who is very strong and he has had his power increase with Moro's magic, straining to pick up an entire building to throw it at Vegeta. Toyotaro illustrated it perfectly by showing even how the heaviest objects now mean nothing to Vegeta. He casually with one hand taps the building and flicks it away in another direction. This is Vegeta like we have never seen him before. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that Vegeta's pride always got in his way of wanting to learn fancy techniques like Goku. When Vegeta was defeated by Moro, he said, "Stupid magic spells, stupid god power, forget instant transmission. We Saiyans pride ourselves on physical might and nothing more. A warrior race has no need for fancy parlor tricks. And yet, I've been reduced to this." To say this was a tough defeat for Vegeta would be an understatement. He realized for the first time that he just can't go on and improve anymore on physical might alone. The reason why it was a blessing though is because he went so incredibly far with having that attitude. This relentless physical training as a way of life for Vegeta has paid off, since now Pybara has helped him realize his full potential. Vegeta now has his energy in balance, allowing him to use the full extent of his power. Oh wait, but there is more. To go with this new incredible power that made Moro decide to eat additional planets before heading to Earth, Vegeta is also getting an ability that is capable of defeating him. At the conclusion of his spirit training, Pybara tells him, "Wonderful spirit power. Your spirit is now more polished than Goku's and you managed it in no time. Now to begin teaching you our abilities." It was interesting to find out that Goku only learned the basics on Yardrat. The instant transmission is a fundamental ability. You would think that he would have wanted to go back and visit and learn more over the years. Although, let's be honest, this isn't the most interesting training. I can see why Goku was like, "Nah, I'm good with only instant transmission," and headed off. Vegeta tells Pybara, "I'm short on time. Instant transmission won't cut it. I need a technique capable of bringing Moro down." There is chatter from the Yardratians as they yell to respect the Elder, and you can't go messing around with the order the lessons come in. Except to their shock, he agrees. Pybara states, there is no point at all if he won't make it in time. Which I believe the way Pybara said this last statement is a clue as to what is in store for Vegeta. I compare this Elder to Yoda with his ways and wording, so I think that this is some cryptic clue that Vegeta could gain an ability that would affect time. I'm not saying that he is getting Hit's time skip, although if the legendary assassin was fighting Moro, he probably would be extremely effective. Being able to hide in pocket dimensions of time or lock someone in a time loop is just the type of abilities you need to fight against an ancient wizard that has magic. With this being my main guess on what we could see, there is always the other ideas on what could also happen. Besides, it's not like there is a limit of only one technique that Vegeta will learn. It's possible that he attains 2 or 3. I think we covered the obvious before, where not allowing your spirit energy to seep out or be absorbed as something I would imagine is relatively easy to acquire from mastering spirit control. Then the hot button for everyone that has caused wild debate in the community is not being able to survive in the vacuum of space. Personally, I would love to see this going away, since Boo, Frieza, Jiren, Beerus, Moro, and pretty much anyone can survive or fly in space. Perhaps the reason why this was brought up again in the manga is that Toyotaro wanted to make this an obstacle to be overcome, and after this arc, the Saiyans will find a way to exist in the vacuum of space. After Vegeta learns it, he can teach Goku and Gohan. At least this is my hope, as this is something that can't continue to be a weakness when our heroes are at universal levels of power, but require the planet they are on to stay intact. Now I want to hear from you. What did you think of Vegeta's new power? Is Vegeta actually going to get the win this time? What new technique do you think he will learn from the Elder that is capable of defeating Moro? I always love to hear your thoughts and theories in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to share it and smash that like button. Also, please subscribe and turn on that notification bell to keep those theories coming.